Hi everybody, and welcome to this YouTube channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody, for those of you who are new to this channel. I want to thank each and every one of you guys who showed up for my live stream earlier today. Due to magic that was casted upon it, I've seen that I was unable to actually not only get the messages out, but to connect with you guys. So I'm going to have to do this as a pre-recording. So I did a little prayer to rebuke all the magic that was casted, and I am sending it your way. I've already cleansed myself, cleansed my space, cleansed my computers. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to do a bit of a continuation here without somebody's magical interference. Okay, so the message that came out this morning, which is today is December 28th, was they wanted you, your spirit guide wanted you to trust your intuition. Okay, it was very, very important. They want you to know that you are not alone, even if you feel as though you are. Okay, they're around you. They're showing you the signs. They're showing you the symbols. You could be finding dimes, pennies. When I started the live stream, right before I started, I seen 1111, and now I just seen 111. So that's the divine's way of communicating, letting you know you're on the right path. Also, too, with the 1111 energy, if you suspect that somebody is doing magic on you as well, with the 1111, what you're thinking about is correct, or yes, the answer would be. I just see 144. That's the divine calling this to your attention to maybe put some protection around you. I burn sage frequently. I take spiritual showers. I have Epsom salt body wash. Mrs. Teal's actually, she sells it in a body wash, so I buy it, and when I wash my hair, I'll take that salt and put it over top of my hair as well, that salt body wash. So some of you may need to do that to protect yourself, because we are in a time frame, guys, where we're not just in a worldly war with country against country. We're in a spiritual war where the darkness and the dark practitioners are fighting against us light workers. Now, if you watch that live stream, I talked about being on a twin flame journey. And the twin flame journey is us finding all the bits and pieces of our broken selves and bringing them all back to ourselves, becoming whole again. It's about people, places, and situations who mirror back to us things that need to be healed. It's about, if you're here on earth for a specific mission, when it comes to bringing the light into the collective, more than likely you are experiencing the spiritual war. If you are battling some sort of a shadow that you are carrying within yourself, invite that shadow in, sit it down, have a cup of tea, and say, okay, shadows, why are you here? What is it that I need to acknowledge? Because, on that twin flame journey to healing, you have to integrate that darkness and light. You have to, it's like that abandonment issue that I had mentioned. That was part of the reasons why I traveled the path that I had traveled until I started going through an awakening, which I actually had somebody that I've known for a really long time come in and trigger that awakening. That was my very first awakening to who I was, to why I attracted everything from no legs to freaking 8 legs. It was why I just suddenly had mood swings out of nowhere. It was because I was empath. It was suddenly why I had premonition dreams, why I would see things in my dreams, why I would see dead people in my dreams. It was because I'm a medium. In my waking life, I shut all that down because of things that happened to me when I was a kid. I just seen 444 letting me know I have been protected. Early when I was very, very young, I had a demon attached to me, and I've been questioning as to whether or not my biological parents, because I was adopted, had something to do with that demon coming at me when I was a child. I got confirmation of that this morning, that the answer is a very strong yes. That I don't feel it was my biological father who did it, but I do feel it was my biological mother who offered me up. Um, and I've been questioning it, and then Divine stepped in and intervened and put me in a better home where we didn't have a lot. We lived poorly, but we had something that most people don't have. I had stability. I had structure. I was taught, my parents were always home. My dad worked a 9 to 5 job. We lived a very humble life. We didn't have money for outside things. We had enough to pay the bills and put food on the table. When you're feeding a family 5, it takes a lot, even in them days, which had been the 70s and 80s for me. Nothing like today. So the twin flame journey is about healing all of them issues. I felt abandoned, and I carried that through every relationship. I always thought, oh, I can fix this person. Because why? Because they chased me. No, you cannot fix anybody who does not want to be fixed. And that is like the moral of the twin flame journey. It's about fixing ourselves. It's about mirroring back to us the wounds within us that we cannot fix in somebody else, because like attracts like. So if you're attracting a lot of karmic partners or a lot of people who are backstabbing and betraying you, that's because like attracts like, because you have walked that journey to attract it, to do the healing, right? I have been backstabbed and betrayed my whole entire life. And each knife that got stuck in me, when it got pulled out, hurt worse each time it happened. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know that the twin flame journey isn't always about love. It's about the mirror that you look into that is being mirrored back to you. It's about finding that self again. It's about bringing all the broken parts of yourself together, making you whole. Now, yes, the twin flame can be a soulmate, soul as in connected at the soul level. And it can represent love, but not all twin flame journeys are about love. In my case, my twin flame come in, he mirrored some things back to me, he told some things to me, and then he scooted off. Was I broken? Absolutely. He broke me so deep. But through the years, I've come to recognize and understand why it happened. Will we ever get back together? Probably not. Because I feel like he moved on, got married, had kids, so and so, whatever. Best of luck. Wish you nothing but the best. But the point is that he come in and he was the catalyst to my awakening. And when he left, not only was he the catalyst to my awakening, but he was the catalyst to the brokenness. And we meet many people along our journey. Sometimes they're karmic, sometimes they're actual soulmates, sometimes they're karmic soulmates. In other words, they have traveled with you from lifetime through lifetime through lifetime to teach you or to, and we travel together in this pack too when we incarnate in every life. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do just a random reading. Please take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, this is a general reading. It's not for any specific sign because I felt called to do this on the live stream. But like I said, due to witchcraft, because I was unable to do it. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to start off with an angel answer card, because I'm feeling somebody has questions. They're questioning their whole reality. They're questioning their journey. They're questioning love. And the reason why is because you're going through an awakening. We're going through a global awakening within the collective. If any of you have been following my channel, you know back in August I did this reading because I got a download about all snakes die at sundown, and I'm like, what the hell is that now? Well, we are currently in the year of the snake, which means things are going to be exposed. Things are going to, people are going to go through that mass awakening, because this is a 9 energetic year. We only got a couple more days left of this 9 energetic year, where things are going to be happening. Things are going to be brought to the surface that were hidden, such as religious paradigms are going to fall away. That was the very first thing I heard. Religious paradigms are going to, the walls are going to fall away. I'm not bashing anybody's religion. If you're religious, you can do it at home. You don't need to go to a church. You don't need to put money in that plate for somebody to stand there and say, hey, if you don't do this, you're going to hell. Because that's not true. That's all a control tactic. You could sit at home in the comfort of your own home and still have the moral concept, still pray to whoever you want to pray with, whoever your most high is. You don't have to pay. To me, that's like somebody trying to say, if you don't do this way, you're not going to have your ticket to heaven. Well, listen, you're going to have your ticket regardless. Whether you go up there or you go down there, it does not matter. All right? You don't need to pay somebody. You don't need to get down and worship a neon god. You don't need to do that. We all have a soul within ourselves, and we need to start looking at that you have a soul. Not everybody has a soul either. There's a lot of soulless beings out there. I have ran across a few since my catalyst of awakening. And every day, it's like so many things have happened since my first awakening that really nothing surprises me anymore on the supernatural level. I have seen almost everything. I've seen demons. I've seen an angel. I've seen things disappear in front of me. I've seen spirits move cards. I've heard things. I mean, it's just nothing surprises me on a supernatural level. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with an angel answer card to try to get some answers out there. I pulled these cards on the live stream, pulled them out, but like I said, I feel like witchcraft kind of blocked it. I had somebody peeping in, peeping out, but didn't want to say anything. So let's go ahead and pull the card. You can see this card, I feel, is what wants to come out. And I feel like your angels are telling you don't have to worry. No need to worry. Why? Because you need to trust your intuition. It'll be very, very important moving through the end of the year to the beginning of next year. You don't have to worry. Worry is a wasted emotion. Yes, worry is an emotion, just like anger is an emotion. Love is an emotion. Fear is also an emotion, right? So whoever I'm speaking to, you don't need to worry. Listen to your intuition. Okay? If you look on this card, look at her crown, how it's illuminated here. Right? Something about that. Trusting what you know, because it's the crown chakra, it's the I know chakra. It's coming down from the heavens or coming down from your spirit team. They are illuminating something about that. You see the rainbow. The rainbow represents all of the chakras. So somebody could be having a crown chakra or a soul star chakra awakening. So another thing I want to say too is I did some videos. I'm going to post a link in the description box below that are available for purchase. I did them a few weeks ago. I worked probably about 10 days on getting all these videos out, trying to get them out to everybody before Christmas. But they're still available for purchase. If you're interested in a chakra clearing, you can choose the chakra of your choice. It goes from Earth Star to Soul Star. I also have a video that does them all. I also do past life videos because I feel like the past life regression is also available. But I will, if I remember, I will put the link to the post in the description box below this video. So I feel like whoever needed this today before witchcraft interrupted it was, you don't need to worry. There is no need to worry. I feel like moving through to 2026, I feel like is going to be a very abundant energy. For some of you, you may be like myself, have an energetic 1 as a life path number. Because next year is a 10 energy, but you take it reduced down to a single digit, which is a 1. Okay. See how it looks like she's got like a circle of protection around her. For a lot of you, maybe you need to start praying to your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, Archangel Michael specifically, to put this white light protection around you, especially if you're experiencing what I have been experiencing, which is heavy spiritual warfare. People not wanting to take accountability for their actions, right? Yeah, so you're being asked not to worry. So we're going to go ahead and read this. Oh, and I open up right to the page too. So this is very significant. We had a number 56, which adds up to an 11. Your worries and concerns regarding your question are unnecessary. God and your angels have the situation well in hand, and everything is going to turn out perfectly. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only slows the eventual manifestation of your desires. Visualize loving and happy outcomes and keep your thoughts positive. Very soon you'll wonder why you were worrying about this at all. So again, back to the message this morning about listening to your intuition. Spirit is telling you, don't worry. The angels, your ancestors, Most High God, Holy God, Jesus, whoever you want to call in, they got this. They got this. So pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your intuition. Use the power of visualization to put this white ring around you to protect you. All right. Somebody could be attacking your crown chakra, trying to instill fear and worry into you. Look how she's standing in front of that fire, right? That's crazy. Look at the heads on that. Somebody could be using fire magic on you, messing with your head, standing around a cauldron, burning some sort of candle. But the angels and your guides and the Most High are telling you, don't worry, because they're handling the situation. So somebody could be getting some backfire here. And I feel like in 2026, you're going to realize, why did I even worry and fear it anyways? It was all that magic. That's why people playing mind games with you. All right, so let's pull another card here. So I feel like they're telling you, don't worry. The answer is yes, that they are handling it. And I can't remember what side it was yesterday that said, let me see if I can find it real quick. What side yesterday for the 27th had the butlers, like behind the scenes, right? It was It was Universal Butler working behind the scenes, making sure things turn out as they should. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, Earth signs, if you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn somewhere in your chart heavily, like maybe North Node or Ascending, because we're talking about the crown chakra there, maybe rising, this message is for you. It doesn't have to be, okay? But yeah, and I feel like that's an extended message, is you don't have to worry, because there is the universe. You have somebody special who was working on this situation behind the scenes. Okay, so let's pull another card. Opportunity. So there is an opportunity coming your way. See all the riches flowing down off of her. They both got their hands in the air. Right? I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to be happy, right? But there is gold coming, like something, there's a golden opportunity coming. Oh, look, when it comes to romance. So it could go back to that twin flame thing. Maybe a lot of you are like me, you're twin flame, and you are not meant to be together, but you do have a specific soulmate that you are meant to be together. Where you're going to hold the healing properties to heal each other. See how they're mirroring one another? Remember, I said about that mirroring. So I feel like you need to stay positive. Trust divine timing. Trust your intuition. Because if some of you are feeling that this is about to happen, that's because it is. We have take action. So I do feel like there is going to be an opportunity coming for you on a romantic level. I feel like whoever this is, you are mirroring back to them things that you've healed. That this is the perfect opportunity to take some sort of action. But every day on the healing journey is an opportunity not only to learn, but to heal, right? See, on the live stream, the Pegasus came through. And look, here he is. See, here's that guide that come through and said, everything's going to be okay. Trust your intuition. They are actually riding that Pegasus. And they are bringing this opportunity to you. That's back to that butler energy from yesterday's reading. Okay. So let's get back to the signs that maybe you're seeing. Yeah, lack, rebellion, and pessimistic. So this could have been that black magic that's trying to keep you in that lack mentality. Yeah, that could have been coming into your dreams. Using, like I said, black magic, coming into your dreams, messing with your dreams, keeping you in that dark energy of fear, thought, worry, right? Because no need to worry, right? See how the crown's coming through there again. Okay, Spirit of Gaia, Mother Earth, family, and creation. So there's that earth energy again. And then I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, you could have had a mother come into your dreams as well. A passed on loved one who is taking the action here to protect you, and let you know that coming into your dreams. See, worry creates. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, your emotions create your reality. So when you are staying in this worry and this fear, you're creating a dark reality through that of lack, pessimistic. Instead of looking at your glass half empty, look at your glass half full. Okay? This person could have liked mushrooms, or maybe picked wild mushrooms. Alright, let's pull another card here. Oh. 333. So 333, if you can see, it says Trinity, mind, body, soul, you're in the zone, express your true authentic self. And then we have lightning, power, strength, and expression. So they could have been trying to block you from expressing yourself, trying to keep you from being more authentic with your expression. Keep your crown chakra. For some of you, this could have been somebody or something that was trying to sever that claircognizant channel, right? Also trying to get some sort of a reaction out of you, trying to get you to rebel. That's what I'm seeing here. Let me take a look at the bottom of the deck, see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, we have a male energy, masculine. So we do have a masculine and a feminine coming through here. Trying to be dominant. So you could be smelling certain smells, right? Maybe you're smelling their cigarettes, or you're smelling their cologne, or you're smelling maybe something that smells burnt, because we are in the black, that have the black energy there. We do have a masculine and feminine energy. This talks about two people, right? Remember, I said this morning in that live stream when I was taking that shower that they wanted me to talk about the twin flame journey. They were trying to stop Archangel Gabriel's messages from coming through. They didn't want you to have that information. Why? Because you're recovering who you are, your authenticity, who you truly are meant to be. And you knew that it was time to let go, right? You knew you needed to let go of this darkness here. And you've seen the sign that there is big happy changes coming to you, right? But it's up to you how you manifest it. You may be looking for answers. Somebody who's looking for answers. Maybe you're seeing the signs, but you're not believing what you're seeing. And spirit is because you're looking through the eyes of this negative emotion. I also feel like something is coming in threes. So you could be having 3 different opportunities coming through here. This person could be a fire sign, or this just could represent spirit. I feel whoever I'm talking to, you are down here on earth, right? To nurture them. See that water flow? To nurture, to love. Alright, so let's pull some love cards. Look, the answer is yes. Wow, you can't get any more specific than that. Alright. Love. I just heard a song by Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? Yeah. Right? What's love got to do with the healing journey? Right? Love will be very healing when you're in that healing energy and you send healing out with love, compassion, right? Look at all the chakras. Yeah. So, look, the action card landed on take action. Somebody did not, they were trying to block your action, because that action card is on the fence. They didn't want you to take action. They were trying to block you from taking some sort of action, from taking flight. Trying to block your healing journey, because this card did come out in reverse. Wanted you to stay rebellious, wanted you to stay pessimistic, wanted you to stay in the dark. For some of you, you could have been having some nightmares coming through here. They're definitely trying to get a reaction out of you. Absolutely. Could have even been trying to block somebody from romantically coming to you. Trying to block your love, trying to block your money, trying to stop that any opportunities that are coming your way. This is because you're mirroring back to somebody something that needs to be healed within them Remember what I said about they don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to do the healing, right? They would rather attack you than do the work, and you're mirroring it back to them. I also feel like, too, with the trust your intuition in that butler message from yesterday, that universe or that butler, that spirit butler who is behind the scenes is actually blocking their actions, blocking them from, because I got the magic card earlier, blocking their magic, blocking their black magic, blocking them from attacking you in your dreams, right? Blocking their words. And like they're saying, if you can't come at somebody authentic, then don't. Is something I'm feeling. So we do have return. Somebody is definitely thinking about returning. And then we have another masculine coming through here. Right? Somebody is contemplating returning that has turned their back to you. They're seeing the signs. Why? Because you are mirroring it to them. That twin flame energy. Something about springtime, right? Somebody could be unawakened. In the fall time, they could have been unawakened to the magic that was casted upon them. But they're coming to a turning point here where they're going to be turning a corner and maybe seeing something that could be shocking to them with this third-party situation who was trying to deceive them, but they're taking off them glasses and they're not being deceived anymore. Why? Because they're in this energy of healing, compassion, and love. Somebody is praying here, right? This person did not admire you. A karmic person did not admire you. Could be 3 people. They did not admire you. They just wanted you to feel isolated. That was part of their karmic journey. They could have lied to you. They were reacting out of their pride and ego, right? But somehow this emotion got purged. Look, mirroring. Coming into the dreams. But a cycle is completed here. A cycle has been completed where somebody is hiding how they feel. This could be coming in the new full moon in Cancer at the beginning of January. This was a karmic soulmate. A karmic soulmate. The answer is yes. Don't settle for less than you deserve. You're being guided for a reason. And then these 2 cards are flipped over. You're being guided through this metamorphosis. The old house that your heart was living in is being destructed. And you're going to be free like that butterfly. That's what I feel for somebody out there. And I feel like that's what Spirit was telling me, wanting me to talk to you about the twin flame journey. Because again, not all twin flames are meant to be together. Twin flame journey is just a catalyst to awakening to what needs to be healed within thyself. Some twin flames come together. Some do. I'm not saying that they don't. But I'm just saying most of the time people misconstrue, whatever you want to say it, the true meaning of a twin flame journey. Some people like to sugarcoat it, that it's all about love. It's all about love. No, it's not all about love. Yes, it's a soul kind of love, but it is a painful kind of love as well, because most of the time when twin flames come together, they don't stay together. Usually they come together and then they separate for a reason. I just seen an orb go past me. It's not dust. The orb. I don't know how many of you seen it. I could have swore it's the second time I've seen it, but you seen it. Alright. So that is what I see here. So let's do a little bit more digging. What else do you want the collective to know? I feel like they're specifically telling you to do not worry. Keep healing. Keep healing. Take the action, because the more that you heal, as within, so without. So the more that you heal and are happy within yourself, the more peace that you have within yourself, that is what you're emanating or showing to that other person. That is what you are mirroring out into the world. That is what you are mirroring out into the world. You're mirroring this to your opposite, right? You're mirroring this to your opposite. Could be masculine energy, but that's the thing about twin flames, that you got to find that balance between your masculine and your feminine. You got to find that balance. Okay, so we have Pluto, but in reverse. Transformation, regenerate, new beginning, source of power. Somebody could have Scorpio somewhere in their chart. So Pluto rules Scorpio. Scorpio rules the house of mystery, sex, death, ending. See, it just went that way. Death, yeah, transformation. I would also be aware for some of you out there um, who may have a false twin flame trying to throw that narrative at you. Um, who is really strongly trying to get that point across. Oh, we're soulmates. You're my twin flame. Da 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 da. I feel like it's like you. That's why Spirit is telling you to use your discernment. Okay, so we have Pluto coming through. So Pluto, somebody could have Earth in Pluto and Earth energy in Pluto. We also have the Sun, which is that fire energy, Leo. Somebody could have Leo and Pluto. Somebody could be a Scorpio sun sign. Alright, so it says Sunday. That's today. Willpower, vitality, creative, stable, leadership. And we also have a father energy, the solar plexus, which goes back to trusting your gut with this situation. Because why? Because today is an energetic 13. 13 rules the death card, Scorpio, in tarot. And we do have a masculine energy, a father coming through. This could have been a father who is now in the spirit world, okay, who has come in as a spirit guide to help you, give you the strength, because Sunday rules Leo. Leo rules the strength card, giving you the strength and the power to keep moving forward, to take the action that you need to continue healing. Yeah, all right, so let's pull some more cards here. Okay, so we have the 6th house. I serve daily life, analytical nature, work, health, pets, organization, self-improvement, fitness, and service. So you need to see what is in your 6th house. Pluto, Leo, Pluto and Leo could be in your 6th house. The 6th house rules Virgo. I feel like somebody needs to not overanalyze something. Don't worry. Don't overanalyze it. Just be more in the flow. Again, with the magic card that came out earlier and the black card, this could be a group of people who are of a dark or a black organization, such as a coven or whatever else is out there. But it's like an organization of people who like to play with black magic. Maybe use dark words, like I said, to manipulate you. Okay, so we have last quarter. Allow transformation to occur. Allow transformation of your accomplishments to fully emerge with gracefulness. Continue to let go and release what no longer serves you. That goes back to the Scorpio card. So this is talking about the last quarter moon. Um, and Pluto talks about transformations, but it did come in reverse. So I feel like somebody does not want you to complete this. Somebody does not want you to complete your transformation. They want to keep, and it's like they're abusing their power. We have source of power and a sun side by side. They're abusing their power, trying to block your transformation. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to on a daily basis, you are continuing to let go of people, places, and situations that no longer serve you. Why? Because you know, right? That is the key to accomplishing it. Not to keep losing your head, right? Because you know in divine timing, somebody could be losing their gifts because they were trying to block your free will, right? Abusing their power. And they are recognizing it, they're seeing it. Computer. Yeah. Maybe even, like I said this morning, I had witchcraft coming over my live stream, right? Now I'm on my computer. But you are here to help humanity. You can see in the center of the card it says pole shift. You are here to help humanity. And that's why they wanted me to talk about the twin flame journey, because that's I've this generation, I don't know how long, can't give time frame, but this is when this time frame is the most I've seen your twin flames come down together. Usually one twin flame comes down and the other one stays on the other side as a spirit guide or whatever. But in this time on here on earth, there's a lot of twin flames that come incarnate together. And the reason why is because they're here as a catalyst for Mother Earth, to help raise her vibration, to help heal Mother Earth. That's why there's a lot of downloads that come through. Because what you are doing is you're anchoring in the light into Mother Earth. And the people who live in this darkness, right? They live in this darkness, do not like it. Remember I said about the spiritual warfare, right? Attacking your solar plexus, attacking your crown chakra. Trying to block your transformation, trying to block your healing journey. Okay, so talk about the body parts. Remember, the head, the face, right? The head. Attacking that particular body part, the head. So maybe some of you need to start wearing a hat. You see, I have the hat on my head and it is black. Maybe you need to start wearing hats. I wear hats 24/7 unless I'm in the shower and washing my hair. I have black on from head to toe except for my feet. I do not have black on my feet. But I washed them with that salt body wash, so I felt okay. For some of you, I feel like somebody could have been two-faced. What's up with the body part, Spirit? What are you trying to tell me about the body part? Health, mental health is coming through here. That's that fear and worry, playing on your mental health, abusing their power. But I feel like whoever this mother, father energy is, they are around you, giving you the strength and the courage that you need to let go and fully emerge as the butterfly you are meant to be. Yeah, we have the dark moon coming through. This is the new moon. It says 2 to 3 days, the moon is not visible. Discarding, cleansing out unwanted things in your life. What you have and want to accomplish future. Solitude, finding time for yourself. Moon. Remember I said about the solitude. You are not isolated. You are in solitude because the divine is protecting you. Okay? It's something about the new moon coming through here, or the dark moon. We just had the new moon. Something maybe between the new moon in December and the new moon in January could be significant. And in between that, the last quarter could be very significant, where you're finally going to release it. You're finally going to be transformed. You're finally going to be freed from this stuff that you've been going through. North Node. Somebody is on their North Node. Somebody is on their spiritual path. Somebody was trying to knock you off your path is something else that I'm getting. And that was the goal that they were striving to reach. So what they were doing is, this was a major spiritual lesson that you were experiencing. And that's why you were in solitude. And that's why they were trying to sever. They were really trying to sever that connection that you had with spirit. Look, the healing card landed on my leg on the fence. They didn't want you to heal. They wanted you to stay. That's why they were abusing their power. Somebody is on their North Node. Somebody could have Leo in their North Node. Somebody could have Scorpio in their North Node. Somebody could have an earth sign in their North Node. Whoever I'm talking to. Twin flame journeys are so hard. And they are so skewed. Right? They are so... And that's what people... They automatically say, oh, everybody's my twin flame. This twin flame... Trust me, if you are not on a twin flame journey, don't claim it. Because it's a very, very, very hard journey. Very hard journey. If you're not on it, don't accept it. Because you don't want that bar to fall on you. You may just be having a hard journey because you're here to complete generational curses. That may be why you feel the heaviness. If you're here to break generational curses. I myself believe that I am. I myself believe that, and I'm sure that a lot of you out there are going to recognize this. You are here to break generational curses because, like I said when I first started this video, I felt like my biological mother offered me up to the darkness. And I often wondered that. And then it's like all of a sudden I asked the question to the universe and I finally got the answer. Like I got it through somebody else, which is usually how spirit works. You get them answers sometimes from outside sources. So, yes, right? So a goal that you were striving to reach on your spiritual journey may be to break with the mother and father energy generational curses. And you may be like me, meant to speak this out into the world. Right? Meant to speak it out into the world. And that's why Spirit wanted me to tell you about the twin flame journey. There is so much more that I can tell you guys. But right now, this is just what you need to know. You know, I didn't want to accept the fact that I was a medium, right? I did not want to open that part of myself up due to when I was a child having that demon come at me. I did not want to do it. But now it's like I really don't fear it. I know more now. I can control it and open it up when I want to. I do not fear it as much. You know, and being psychic too, seeing things, right? I remember when I was a child telling my fellow classmates when I was in kindergarten that I was going to grow up, get married, have 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. And guess what? I grew up, got married, had 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. So I've been psychic all of my life. But I shut that down in my waking due to that situation. The demon coming at me when I was a kid. Young. 2. Actually, I was 2 years old. And I was afraid to open it back up. And I had one particular spirit guide who been knocking on my crown. Wake the hell up, Melody. I need your help here. Hello, hello, hello. And when I finally awoke, I realized why she was knocking on my head. It was to save her son's soul, by the way, and which got saved. I actually connected with him, and he told me everything. Everything. The sad story is that he got sacrificed at a black magic ritual. That's the saddest part. The best part of it is he is now on the other side with his family. But that's what I was meant to do. That's what I was meant to do. That was part of my spiritual journey. And the lesson was to complete that karmic cycle of playing with black magic. Remember I said I felt like my mother tried to sacrifice me. Generational curses. And I feel like that is why I am here, is to do that. And I feel like this is going to resonate with you. Whoever watches this, this is going to resonate with you. If you feel you're on a twin flame journey, the more that you heal, the more light you're going to bring to the world, right? The more light you're going to bring to the world, because you are meant to awaken humanity before this pole shift happens. I'm seeing from another YouTuber that I am subscribed to her channel. Y'all better listen. That's what it says. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen. Because Melody from Freya's Crone is correct. Whoever is going to resonate with this. So you really need to trust your intuition at this time. Use your discernment, because 2025 is coming to an ending. We don't want humanity repeating this cycle. It is time to awaken. It is time to evolve, because we are, as humans, about to go through another evolution. We're about to evolve again as humans. We are in the 5th root race. We are about to go into the 6th root race, which would be where we are more psychic, more spiritual. The age of Aquarius. More spiritual. Less division, more love. Not judging. Not dealing with this dark energy anymore. That's about to be cleaned. That's that all snakes die at sundown. It's about to be cleaned. Which is the truth. Snakes actually don't die till sundown. I had a dream where I had a pile of freaking snakes and they were eating dogs. And I'm like, what kind of a dream is this? But the dogs were, in this dream, were like dazed and confused, like they were drugged or something. It was weird. It was very weird. It's just, we got a lot of crazy things happening in the world. A lot of things are being exposed. Like, where people come up missing. Why all these people are coming up missing? Where did they go? They're either trafficked or they're dead. And you just need to wake up, people. Okay? Because the last few days of this year are coming really, really close. We're there. We're about to complete this 9-year cycle of karma. That's why Saturn was in retrograde in Aries and in Pisces. Pisces is the house of hidden things, subconscious, your intuition, your psychic abilities, hidden enemies, karma. It's coming, guys. Please wake up. Where memories that have been stored within ourselves, of our souls, are actually coming to the surface. So a lot of you could be having a lot of premonition dreams about past lives and be like, what the heck is this about? Prime example, my kid, she calls them nightmares, dreams. Mom, I'm always dreaming I'm being kidnapped. Well, in a past life he probably was. I got the bohemian thing, the, oh my goodness, Grove, Bohemian Grove. That's what I got. That she was kidnapped and sacrificed at Bohemian Grove for power to the, I'm not going to say his name, but yeah. Gotta watch it. Do the research. There is a specific deity that they sacrifice children to. Okay? So, yeah. So, a lot of people, a lot of things that are happening out of the collective is you are definitely drawing in a particular person, a particular soulmate that you are mirroring to, and they're about ready to come in, but they're like, wait a minute, somebody still needs to do a little bit more healing here. And the other person is, their person they're meant to be with is mirroring that to them, what needs to be healed. Somebody's trying to get me to shut up. Right? And somebody else too out there, money and love could be linked together. So if you've been living the poverty life like myself, trust me, I'm okay with it now. Look, did you see that? The orb? I'm okay with it now. I've learned to live on self-love. I've learned to live on less. I don't need whatever the neighbors have. If they have 20 cars and the white picket fence and, can go shopping freely, I don't need that. There's no need to be in competition, because you are here not to compete, but to awaken. Some of you could be experiencing clairaudience, left ear, right ear ringings. Yes is the answer, within hours or within weeks. And then we have the season of winter, which we currently just went into. So next year, January, February, March will be very significant for us. Specifically, May, the first few weeks of January, right? Things are going to come to the surface that need to be left go of. It is very important. We have invisibility spell. Somebody could have casted a lust spell on your counterpart, trying to keep you invisible so that they couldn't see you. And then we have the 12th house coming through. Dream life, spiritual institutions, life, solitude, afterlife, transcendence, subconscious, what's hidden, limited beliefs, sabotaging, and karma. Yeah. Somebody did not want you to believe in yourself. Somebody did not want you to believe in your spiritual journey. Somebody was coming into your dreams, causing you a lot of fear, hoping that you repeat this karmic cycle, and by self-sabotaging yourself, or by unaliving yourself even. And they could have thrown a rock's head in their face, right? Alright guys, this video is already an hour long. If you resonate with it, please hit that thumbs up. Let me know your story in the comment section. If you feel the same way, if you feel that you're on a twin flame journey, if you need help, I am here. There's ways to contact me. I have it in my, if you go up on the banner on my YouTube channel, you'll see, hello, my name is Melody, blah, 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 I'm a psychic empath. If you push more and you go down, you will see my email address. You can email me if you would like a reading of your own or some healing. I offer both of them. I also have them videos for sale. If you want to do it on your own, that's perfectly fine. The videos for the chakras are Reiki healing infused to help heal you in any area of your life in which you need healed in. I also have a past life regression video up there you can purchase. But healings are very cheap. They're like $20 for 15 minutes. You can't pass that up. And it's done distantly, which means I could stay here in my own home, or we could be on video chat. Does not matter. I can do either way. I have remote is available. If you have some sort of a personal issue that you need work on and you want to do hypnotherapy, I'm available for that as well. So, all you have to do is reach out. I am willing to help and be of service to whoever I can help. Because right now is a time where we as humans need help. And I'm already awoke. Every day is a learning process. Do I know everything? No. But every day is a learning process. And if you open yourself up to what you need to learn, you're going to learn it. And you need to think as life. We're here on Earth. Earth is the school. We are here to learn. And most importantly, if you're on a twin flame journey, you're here to learn about who you were, why you are here, and what a twin flame journey is all about. It's not always about romance, and people tell that, and it annoys the crap out of me. There's no need to sugarcoat it, because there's no need to say, "Oh, I'm on a twin flame journey because I met someone." If you're not on one, you don't want to accept it as you are, because trust me, honey, it's hard. It is very, very, very hard. Because people don't want to heal. They want to stay in that cycle of addictions, whether it's codependent, food, whatever it is. You want to stay in it. Why? Because you're comfortable. You're being pushed out of your comfort zone now, before 2026 hits, because when 2026 hits, you're repeating it. You're going back through another 9-year cycle. I've learned so much over this last 9 years. So much. And the one thing I have learned is not to trust anybody. Anybody. Every betrayal that I have been through, that wound has gotten worse, and worse. And when you trust, and I'm a trusting person, when you learn to trust and you get betrayed, it's harder to trust. I don't care. Somebody come at me and said, "Oh, I'm not your past, you can trust me," but the whole time they were deceiving me. The whole time they were throwing a rock, hiding a hand. And I opened myself up and tried to trust them. But once I seen what they were doing, because I seen it in my dreams, they were gone. No questions asked. Gone. They did not like it. They did not like it. Because I woke up. People are waking up to that. Somebody could be doing magic and you don't even know it. Somebody could be doing magic on your other half, you don't even know it. That happens. They're called lust spells. Right here. Lust. Somebody could have been putting something in somebody's drink. Right? Alright, y'all. That's enough preaching. I hope somebody out there resonates with this, which I'm feeling a lot of people will. Like I said, make sure that you tell me a little bit about your story and how you're resonating with this, because when I got to download in the shower to talk about my story, I was like, Well, what do you want me to talk about? And they're like, your twin flame journey. People need to be set straight. Because there's people out there who like to sugarcoat and make people wear rose colored glasses. You will know if you are on a twin flame journey. You will know, because you're going to have the same things happening to you that has happened to me. Not the exact same things. Everybody's journey is different, but similar. You're going to resonate. This message is going to hit your soul. Make sure that you go watch that Mavis video. If this does resonate with you, because you may be part of that particular group of souls who are meant to cut the snake's head off. You may be part of the soul tribe who is meant to oust witchcraft, black magic. I feel like that's me, because I've had a lot. Remember I said about the live stream, the evil eye? I've had that on me. Like, I have no privacy. They affect everything. Everything. My dreams, my waking state. I'm snapping out of it though. Why? Because they want to play God. Your light irritates their demons. I just seen 555. Your light irritates their demons. You mirror back to them what they don't want to see. And that makes them happy. That does not make them happy. It triggers them. Pay attention to your surroundings. It's very, very important. Pay attention to people just magnetically show up. There's a reason for it. That's why Spirit is warning you to trust your intuition. It's going to be so important these last few days of the year. Alright, if you're not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And you can share this message with somebody who you feel may need it. Maybe you're not thinking you're on a twin flame journey, but you know somebody who is struggling. You're getting spiritually attacked, a lot of witchcraft being thrown at you, wondering why stuff is happening, or maybe you're like me and you see spirits and you're seeing some dark ones. I've had my share of that. I would say after my major awakening, I was dating a guy who had dark attachments to him. And as soon as I seen it, I picked up my stuff and was gone. And then I had to purge it. So if you have dreams where you're throwing up in your dreams, that's you purging that darkness. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your dreams. I feel like it'll be very significant for people out there. Drink lots of water too. Keep your vibration high, because your vibration's high, nothing low can stick to you. Make sure you envision yourself in white light and call upon Archangel Michael for your divine protection. Alright, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. And make sure that you hit that thumbs up and subscribe.